Are we ready? The City of Vandalia Council meeting will now come to order, and we will begin with a moment of reflection, and then that's followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Would you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council members, you have had the opportunity to review the council study session minutes of March the 4th and also the council meeting minutes of March the 4th. Do you have any corrections? Seeing none, they'll stand approved. We have no communications, petitions, or awards this evening, nor do we have any public hearing, and that brings us to comments from interested citizens. If there's anyone in our audience who would like to make comment, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and then your comment. Seeing none, we'll continue on with the city manager's report. We have no information items. However, we do have an action item. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So an application has been received from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control for a new C1 and C2 liquor permit for Fuel One, doing business as Vandalia Sunoco at 760 West National Road. So this is the former Capitol Cleaners building. So a C1 permit is for beer only and original sealed containers for carryout only, while the C2 permit is for wine and mixed beverages in sealed containers for carryout only. The police department does not object to the issuance of this liquor license.
Thank you very much. Is there a is there a motion?
I'll make a motion. We do not request a hearing for the liquor license at 760 West National Road.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Gerhardt, second by Vice Mayor Herbst, that we, how did you put it? Do not request from the Ohio Department of Liquor Control. Are there any questions or other comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Ehlers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhardt?
Yes.
Councilmember Farce?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have no old business this evening, and that brings us to our resolutions. The first resolution being 19-R-18. Mr. McDonald, by title only, please.
A resolution waiving the formal bidding and authorizing the purchase of a battery backup system upgrade requested by the IT department from SHI in the amount of $28,804.64.
Thank you very much. Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. The city utilizes two main server rooms that provide network and application access to all city buildings and departments. Those server rooms contain battery backup systems that assist with power conditioning, distribution, and emergency power. $29,000 is budgeted for the replacement of the battery backup systems at the Justice Center and at Fire Station Number 1.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 19-R-18 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilwoman Farce, second by Councilman Ehlers, that we approve Resolution 19-R-18 as presented. Are there any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhardt?
Yes.
Councilmember Farce?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Resolution 19-R-19. Mr. McDonald.
A resolution awarding the bid for asphaltic concrete requested by the Public Works Department to Barrett Paving Materials in the amount of $61 a ton for Type 2 asphalt and $62 a ton for Type 1 asphalt as the lowest and best bid.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. So bids for asphalt were opened on February 19th, with two bids being submitted. Barrett Paving Materials did submit the lowest and best bid However, last year there were intermittent issues with Barrett not being able to provide the type of asphalt mix that was needed. This resolution authorizes the purchase of asphalt from Barrett Paving. However, should Barrett be unable to provide the required asphalt from time to time, asphalt will be purchased from Valley Asphalt on an as-needed basis. $35,000 is budgeted in the Permissive Motor Vehicle License Tax Fund for the purchase of asphalt to be used for minor street repairs, potholes, and water main breaks.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I move that we approve Resolution 19-R-19 as submitted.
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Herbst, second by Councilman Gerhart, that we approve Resolution 19-R-19 as presented. Are there any questions? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Gerhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers.
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Resolution Resolution 19-R-20. Mr. McDonald?
A resolution awarding the bid for equipment and complete equipment installation for 3 police vehicles and 1 command vehicle requested by the Division of Police to K.E. Rose Company in the amount of $41,875 and declaring the equipment being replaced as surplus property.
Thank you very much. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So the police department did open bids on January 31st for the transfer of usable equipment and the purchase and installation of new equipment for 3 Ford Utility Interceptor police vehicles and 1 unmarked Ford Utility Interceptor. The 2019 budget for this project is $45,000. K.E. Rose did submit the loan bid. The remaining funds will be used for the installation of reflective cruiser graphics by a separate vendor.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
Make a motion that we approve Resolution 19-R-20.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Blakesley, second by Councilwoman Fairst, that we do approve Resolution 19-R-20. Are there any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers.
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhart,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Resolution 19-R-21. Mr. McDonald?
A resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a letter of understanding with the United States Air and Trade Show.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So annually, the city does enter into a letter of understanding with the U.S. Air and Trade Show. Per the terms of the letter, the city agrees to provide police and city services in direct support of the Vector Dayton Air Show that will be held this year on June 22nd and 23rd. The city will be reimbursed should our services exceed $21,900. In return, the city will receive 1 Flightline Chalet with 200 tickets for each day of the air show, along with catering services.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 19-R-21.
Second. Wow.
It's been moved by Councilman Ehlers, second by Councilman Gerhart, that we approve Resolution 19-R-21. Once again, are there any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers,
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Resolution 19-R-22. Mr. McDonald?
A resolution authorizing the city manager to terminate the existing agreement for the Cultural Arts Program Endowment Fund with the Dayton Foundation, have all public money in such fund returned to the city, authorizing a new agreement with the Dayton Foundation to establish the Vandalia Cultural Arts Program Committee Advised Field of Interest Fund, authorizing the donation of non-tax revenues to the new fund, and provide for the Vandalia Cultural Arts Committee to be a recommending committee for such new fund.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So in May of 2017, it was determined that the Cultural Arts Fund, which is administered by the Dayton Foundation, was considered public funds and therefore subject to the public investment restrictions of the city's investment policy as well as the High Revised Code. The Cultural Arts Fund was also required to be shown on the city's financial statements. The Finance Department subsequently worked with the Dayton Foundation to identify an investment portfolio that meets the city's investment criteria that these public funds could be invested with. And however, this conservative investment portfolio results in a low return on investment. In December of 2017, Council reviewed options for the future management of the fund and resolved to restructure the Cultural Arts Fund to mirror the Public Art and Vandalia agreement, therefore making those funds private funds and thus able to be invested more aggressively. Again, so that's what this agreement would do.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion?
Make a motion that we approve Resolution R 19R22.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Blakesley, second by Councilman Gerhart, that we do approve Resolution 19-R-22. And I'm just going to take a few minutes here because the work that has been done on this has been very, very extensive. And I want to thank everybody that was involved because I know it wasn't easy. So, does anybody else have a comment? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Ehlers,
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have no ordinances in their first reading. However, we do have a second reading ordinance, and that is ordinance 19-02. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So Bruce and Amanda Feltz are requesting to rezone their property at 5377 Old Springfield Road from residential single-family to agriculture. The purpose of the rezoning is to allow them to raise hens on the subject property. The agricultural development standards require a minimum lot area of 5 acres with a minimum lot frontage of 200 feet. The Feltz property is 3.3557 acres and has 172 feet of frontage. The Planning Commission reviewed this rezoning request at its February 12th meeting and voted 3-0 to recommend denial.
Thank you very much. Since this is an ordinance in its second reading, I will open up a public hearing. So if there's anyone in the audience who would like to make comment about this ordinance, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and your comments. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and ask for a motion.
Your Honor, I'll move that we deny ordinance 1903 in its second reading.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Vice Mayor Herbst, that we deny ordinance 19-03 in its second reading. Are there any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0 to deny. We have an emergency ordinance this evening, and that's 19-04. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Read it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
To read the ordinance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
An ordinance to revise appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Vandalia, Montgomery County, Ohio, during the calendar year ending December 31, 2019, and amending Ordinance 1824 and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. So this ordinance would amend 2019 appropriations as follows. In the street fund, an additional $50,000. That's for additional expenses related to the purchase of salt and magnesium chloride for snow and ice operations. In the computer legal research fund, an additional $14,350. Of that, $1,350 is for the purchase of computer furniture for court employees. $13,000 is for the purchase of a server upgrade to control the internet trolling of the web payment module at municipal court. In the police continuing professional training fund, an additional $4,575, and that's for additional expenses related to the mandated emergency medical dispatcher training.
Thank you. Since this is an ordinance as an emergency, I will open up a public hearing. So if there's anyone in the audience who would like to make comment about this, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and then your comment. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and ask for a motion.
I move that we approve ordinance as an emergency 19-04.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Ayler, second by Councilman Blakesley, that we approve the emergency ordinance 19-04. Are there any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Gerhart,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers,
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have no reports from boards and commissions tonight, And that brings us to our bill listing for February 2019 in the amount of $2,558,719.43. Going on to council comments. Mr. McDonald.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Cruzy.
Just one item, Your Honor. I just
Sure.
like to remind council and the public that the kickoff meeting for the Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee will be held next Monday, the March 25th at 4 p.m. in the Municipal Building Conference Room.
Okay, thank you. Is that all?
That's all.
Okay. Councilman Lewis.
Nothing, Your Honor, other than I might entertain, I'll make a motion that we cancel the April 1st meeting of the Vandalia City Council. A number of council members are going to be out of town, and it doesn't appear from our schedule that any of the resolutions are pressing.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Lewis, second by Councilman Gerhardt, that we cancel our April 1st council meeting. Anybody else? Okay, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Faust,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers.
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhardt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Herbst.
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries. We will not have an April 1st council meeting.
I was expecting a lot of pushback on that.
Are you disappointed? Oh, I'm sorry. Councilman Ehlers, do you have any comments?
No comment.
Okay. Councilman Gerhardt.
No comment tonight.
Councilman Blakesley.
Councilman Lewis took that.
I know.
We had it arranged.
Councilwoman Faris.
Just that there's a really nice and interesting exhibit in the municipal building lobby, and it's put together by 5 artists that attend classes, and I think this is all of one of their classes at the senior center. So we do have a lot of interesting artists in Vandalia, and this is a display of a few of our senior members. So if you get a chance, come in. The lobby's open 8 to 5 during the week, and enjoy their work. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Herbst.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
And I have nothing this evening, so it is adjourned.
Do all you guys throw all your crap over here?